mind my business without some bullshit.
You going through some bullshit?
I'm just saying, every time we looking up, it's a mess.
The Chef Don Don Productions presents Hotline Bling Chat Room, a new virtual talk show discussing trending topics, breaking news, hot topics, fashions, and even down to the reality TV child. With your host, Chef Don Don, Shaylaset, SkoolBoi, and Chase. Tune in every Friday at 10:15, 9:15 Central. What up, everybody? Welcome to Hotline Bling Chat Room, episode 8. Listen, we got the call for back again for the new year. Well, first of all, let's just check in on everybody because it's been, 9 days into 2024. It has been crazy. But I would like to hear, especially from Chase and Shaylaset. We have not talked to y'all since the new year. But Shaylaset, can you tell us how you doing 9 days in? Do you have a motto or a word to get you through 2024? And if so, let us know what it is.
I just been chilling, working. I'm starting to get into like acting. So I'm preparing for like auditions and stuff like that and performing again. So I just been like in my little world, my little bubble, working on myself.
I'm there for it. Well, first of all, congratulations. And listen, come on, act. Get ready. James, what about you? We didn't talk to you since Christmas, child.
All right. Baby, I've been on the go, but I'm so glad to be back. I miss y'all. I have been super busy. And it's like my calendar is filling up like every day because I'm trying to work, make this money on the side, and work my regular job. So God is good. He's in the blessing business. 2024 has started off good personally, but as far as the foolery that's going on in the world, there's a lot of bullshit going on. Okay. And I ain't here for it. I'm stressed out. I'm tired. I'm wore out. Like it's just too much. So my motto for 2024 is, please don't come with me with the bullshit, okay? Leave it over there. Leave me out of it. I don't want no part. Leave me out of it. But yeah, everything else is amazing.
That's good to hear. That is so good to hear. And SkoolBoi, what is going on with you? How you doing 9 days in?
I'm just trying not to pull out what bit of hair I got from my follicles, so I don't be around here brushing my hair like LeBron James Hort with that brush till my scalp bleed. Cause it's too much going on. What's going on? It's 2024. I thought we was gonna come in here, calm down, and understand it, but ninjas is off the chain. People getting arrested. What is going on? It's a mess.
A hot mess. It's the aliens.
Oh, the aliens we never saw. I'm still looking for the video. Where the aliens at?
I'm still trying to find them too, baby. I done look. All right, listen, y'all. So, of course, lately, Fantasia, Taraji P. Henson, and Oprah has been in the news about all this stuff that just been, in my opinion, I feel like Fantasia was right about the media, social media starting a lot of this stuff. And I feel like we pivoted away from the movie The Color Purple when I don't know, the press just seems to be weird surrounding this. I feel like we have pivoted away from the focus, which should be the movie. While I am not discrediting the way that Taraji feels or how she's feeling, because I mean she has a resume to feel the way that she does, I think. But to me, again, my opinion is it's pivoting away from the actual point right now. But how do y'all feel about the particular situation? I'm sure y'all have.
I think so. I get what Taraji is saying. I think she is. I mean, she want more pay. Like in my job, I work a regular job, but I would do certain stuff I would do to get more pay too. So I get it. I do still feel like these are rich people problems as well. So I care, but I don't care. But I do want our black actresses and actors to get their rightful pay. But Monique did say this a long time ago, y'all. So, but I did go see The Color Purple, and it was good. But the whole time I kept thinking how I was like, oh, I wonder was this the day they was trying to make Taraji go get a rental car to go drive to set. Like I just wouldn't focus on the movie as I should have been, and then they sung so many songs in the movie too that my mind started wondering. But I mean, and then the fact that they tried to start this beef with Oprah and Taraji, I think that was like a made up thing. Like I don't think they should have did that, but I do side eye Oprah a lot and things she do. Because I feel like she, Tyler Perry got some kind of. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from that. But I think that, I just feel like, pay them people what they worth, and if her and Oprah beefing, then who y'all think gonna win? I'm just playing. Y'all think Oprah can take Taraji? You think Taraji can take Oprah? I'm just playing. But so what y'all think? Because like I said, I think these are rich people problems, but I could care neither. But
how do y'all feel about it?
I don't know. I really like Taraji. I really, really do. And I feel like she's come a long way. And I felt even worse for her when I found out she only made $150,000 off of Benjamin Button. And what's his name made how much? It was in the millions. So it's just like, yeah, they're not in our tax bracket. I get it. But yeah, I still feel bad because I would feel bad for just a regular Joe Schmo like myself. You got family to feed. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got people to take care of. You got to take care of yourself. You got people to pay that helps you make who you are. So I feel bad for her. It did take away from the movie. Also, I saw the woman, I don't want to say her name incorrectly, but the woman that played Celie, she made a TikTok, and
the younger Celie.
Yes, and she was insinuating that she wasn't invited to the Golden Globes. I didn't know if it was shady or her feelings was hurt that she wasn't invited.
Wow.
But I really did feel bad for her. I really did.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm also side-eyeing these people's agents and stuff like that too. I said this earlier, something about that don't seem right because of course your agent, your agent is supposed to work all this stuff out. So I'm really faulting everybody from Warner Brothers to Oprah to everybody because I feel like it just wasn't in order. So some wasn't in order. Anyway, SkoolBoi.
I think I'm more so side-eye. Of course they said, Taraji went up the chain of command. So she didn't call Oprah. You're going to talk to the heads at the studio. You're going to talk to Warner Brothers. That's who you're going to get with in regards to them having to drive themselves, things that weren't equal. But I think it also kind of, it kind of sucks that you have Fantasia not really. She was like, "Oh, it's cool that I drove myself." It doesn't come in unison as Black women coming together to get equal pay. It's kind of just like, well, it might have been a problem to her, but it was, cool with me. I don't know. Maybe that's Fantasia's feeling because she does have. I know she does have some sort of level of relationship with Oprah, and sometimes certain people just don't want to rock the boat. in certain situations, and they rather not say anything. I thought it was real shady with Vivica Fox saying that, you know, it ain't my problem. I'm getting my money. So I do also I'm with Chef Don Don in regards to, okay, well, what is our agents doing? What is your talent agency doing? Is your manager really fighting for you to get the money? Or
That's
is it they just laying down on the first offer and they're just going ahead and taking it? Because I know there's plenty of black actresses that, yeah, I get that they weren't getting their pay, but there's a lot of them a long time ago said, I ain't doing it unless you're gonna pay me well. So I just wonder, like, but I really do blame the studio.
Because I wonder, are they agents white too? Like, because I feel
Most
like
likely,
agents
but
white.
didn't
Do they really
Taraji
care
say
as
she
long as they
had
get their percentage?
didn't Taraji say she had to fire her team after that TV show she was in, Empire?
She fired them because they didn't use the cloud, pretty much. Like what she was given, they didn't use the cloud, so she let them go. Yeah.
But I also want to mention, like, a lot of times people don't want to rock the boat because of who they're close with. I remember during the press tour, Fantasia said that she's really, really close to Tyler Perry. I mean, when she was on her last dime, he would give her money. They have conversations all the time. And that's Oprah's bestie. So I can see why you wouldn't want to rock the boat if you did feel some type of way.
And again, I still say that, yeah, they are a part of it, but the studio needs to be held accountable for not paying these people properly as well. Because the chain of command, they're not running to Oprah, they're not running to Tyler Perry. They have to go up the chain of command and go to Warner Brothers, the network, the studio that produced the film.
Because I wonder why they just didn't do it at Tyler Perry's studio.
It depends on how the deal was brokered.
It wasn't at his studio.
Warner Brothers.
I don't think
so. Warner Brothers. I know they were filming in Atlanta, but I don't know how.
They may have used his. They may have used his lot. They could have.
If you watch Married to Medicine, everybody know the drama that's been going on, like with Sweetie and Heavenly and Quiet. Everybody mad at Quiet, the dog. But baby, the other night, they do them lives every week, after the show airs or while the show is airing, they kind of watch the fans or whatever. Baby, Dr. Heavenly got on that live and ripped Sweetie a new.
Grandma.
Mama. Who married to their granddaddy? Who married to their granddaddy? You got the problem, girl, because you married to your granddaddy. All of us
You
put
married
together.
to grandma got the little Louis Vuitton stuff on your head. Girl, please.
Let's understand, you older than all of us.
Girl.
Don't let me say nothing inappropriate.
Who put stuff in her closet playing?
I had 3 kids. I'm in the bed, bitch, because I got a
stuff in
dog.
that closet? Exactly. You had 3 kids and act like a little 3-year-old.
Listen, if she was messing with me, she would already have a business off the ground.
Girl, please no. Actually, you owe me some money for that black ass. Not to have you sure do, bitch.
Let's do it.
You owe me some money. With that
Granddad.
I've been watching the Beverly Hills Housewives. They argue without yelling.
Okay, well,
I don't give a damn what the
well,
do.
Let's try that. Let's talk. Sweetie, that's something you want to say to me, and then I have my
No, show it off. You can go to sleep. Your mama there.
My mama is dead.
No, we cannot have that.
Well, you know what? Don't play with me.
Come on there. You don't want
No, don't do that.
Because, baby, I had 3 kids. I done did it all, baby. Oh, baby, you want to do it.
She was on there calling them grandmas and all this other stuff. And Toya and Phaedra, I don't know, Phaedra, dog, stuck face. She just on there I don't know what she's doing on there. She just basically like the school teacher and just making sure everybody behave, I guess, because she ain't doing nothing else. She ain't bringing nothing to the goddamn show. And then Toya over there rolling around in her bed, titty about to pop out, so I don't know what she was doing. And Sweet Tea with them guns and that gun sitting behind. What's her name? Mute. I'm gonna call her
Allison. She was getting on my nerves.
Because you don't gonna never hear her say nothing. They over there laughing, so Dr. Hibbing got on there with her big bonnet on her head. She said, "What was said?" So they get to going back and forth, and they get the name calling. And my part, what ran me hot was when Sweet Tea was talking about Dr. Hibbing's mama, who is deceased, somebody she in hell. I would have had to drop her off the live. She would have to drop her pen, and I would have to go walk her like a dog. Because, girl, you don't do that. Like, it ain't none that Dr. Hibbing has done or said to you has been that serious for you to say that. And you can't, one thing you can't play about with me is my mama. So I would have to go down there, and she would have thought she was going to the dentist after I got to put all them baby teeth out of my mouth, but because I would have let her have it. Yes. She still got her baby teeth that ain't fell out yet. Sweet tea. And that's her problem. She was drinking all that sweet tea and she got all them cavities, so her teeth never really grew. That's what I'm thinking. That's why they call her sweet tea, because they couldn't keep out the refrigerator drinking all that damn sweet tea. I know because she's from Texas, so I know how we make sweet tea in Texas, baby. The tea be so sweet, and you drink that every day, your teeth not gonna go in your gums, gonna be swollen.
They're gonna be screaming, "Big Mama, your arm!
Big Mama, your arm!" What y'all gotta say about it? Because I can wear her out all day and night.
Oh my
God. I can't deal with the kid.
What y'all laughing for?
I can't get this. Ooh.
I can't. I don't understand what made McDonald's tea feel like she could spar back and forth with Heavenly.
The wrong one.
Now she should have known. She should have known to sit down and just relax.
I'm gonna get a tail beat at that reunion, because guess what? You can't be on the set. Girl, you can be back there in that dressing room all you want to, but you can't be on that set. So keep trying it. Keep trying it. Ain't nobody gonna be able to save you out there, okay? Listen. I was more annoyed. It wasn't even with Sweet Tea, nor was it with Heavenly. I was more annoyed with Allison. Like, girl, what are you doing? Why do you kick in so hard? Like, she was annoying me, y'all. Like,
she didn't laugh that much while they was filming.
You didn't do that much while they was filming at all.
What's funny now?
It was really getting on my nerves. Like, I was like, girl, and then who trying to hold you back in a virtual box? Like, what are you gonna do? Jump through the camera? Like, what's up?
Knock down the tripod.
Yeah, what we doing? Like, but I'm with you, Chase. I didn't like the your mama isn't. I think she said something about your mama in hell or something like that. I didn't like that at all. Then of course on Twitter, because they don't like Heavenly, they are going like smack dab in, and to me is crazy. But if y'all went this low on an Instagram live,
reunion.
I can't. Their reunion is going to be something to remember. Okay, probably one of the best reunion ever. Okay,
wow.
But I don't got nothing for Slow T. I'm done with her. Yeah, I'm done with her.
Look at SkoolBoi. What you gotta say? I know you. I'm scared.
Oh, sweet and low, sweet and low, sweet go straight to hell. Ma'am, see, you keep wanting to play with Heavenly. You keep wanting to play with Heavenly. And I'm telling you, baby, you better do like Tamber Cherie. Take care, baby. Don't go there. Don't go there. Because see, when Heavenly eats you up, I don't want to say nothing. And Heavenly did say on that live with Carlos King, she know your teeth and she ain't afraid to spread. So I would play nice on the playground. Okay? Because I see you and I ain't never liked you in the first place. I don't care for you. Because I feel like you scammed and schemed to get to that man anyway. Talking about you're gonna be able to have a baby and you over there with endometriosis. But you all of a sudden didn't know that.
That part.
I see you.
You heard Dr. Heavenly say Quad that Dr. G had reached out to Quad, but he Quad just said she was like, Quad was like, we have not communicated.
Quad came back with the response, so that's a lie. And then Heavenly got in the comment section and said, "Oh, really? Oh, so this what you want to do?" See,
no, she said, "Do y'all believe that?
Do you believe that?" No, I don't.
I don't believe it either.
I don't believe it. I think that they both have had some sort of But again, I just find it weird that you would even want your current wife on the show with your old wife.
That part.
I
That's what I said.
Because he want to be a housewife at the end of the day. It's given. I want my
He want to be on. Yeah.
I want to be on camera. I want my big debut. That's what it's really giving because
That's true.
he
Keep it
ain't
a
a
buck. He got the
reality
money.
TV girl.
That's
He's
true
not a
too.
reality TV girl. So what is
Dr. G counseling?
It's the money aspect. Like you can't make me think that he didn't tell her to join for money purposes. Like at the end of the day, you could pretend like, girl, you got it all. Like that's why I didn't understand when she kept telling Heaven that you could never what, girl? Could never what?
Be richer
could
than
never
you.
have big gums like you.
Well,
I mean,
not
I
even
don't
just
understand
that.
what you talking about. What could she never do?
I think I'm just confused. Like you sitting up here calling these ladies old, but you married your freaking granddaddy. Like, make it make sense. You're talking about them, but them women are more highly accomplished than you are currently at 31. I was with Heavenly. I made my first million and lost it at 31. What are you doing? You sitting up here trying to come for me. And then my thing is, Toya, you ain't no help. You just gonna let the girl get ate up like that in your bed with your titty on.
That's what she be watching out for is Toya.
Right.
You think y'all real good friends?
I said that when she first came on here, Toya was gonna turn on her and flip flop and sit on wheel too. So it ain't it wasn't nothing to it. When was this shit? The other day. I truly feel like at the end of the day, girl, you signed a contract, and you signed a contract to be on reality TV. So you can get any type of edit, you can get anything. But my thing is, for y'all that want folks to coddle sweet tea, ain't nobody came in this reality TV space that we done held like a baby and then rock them back and forth. We don't do that.
Right.
Girl, you over here with these established doctors and you keep calling them old, but we get to read you. Well, Heavenly said.
Baby, I would have read her up and down on this right.
Old, though.
I said that sweet tea. You not even giving anything to be calling somebody old, baby, when you dress like grandma down the street. You got peppermints in your purse.
Hold up, and I seen grandmas with the peppermints in their purse dressed better than that, so I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know what's going on with that.
But when Heavenly said to her, even in hell, my mother could still give birth before her.
That was crazy.
My God.
That was wild.
My God.
I said that's like people, bitch.
But I didn't understand because people, well, I do understand they don't like Heavenly. But my thing is, girl, you want the hell? I'm going with you. Let's go. One way ticket. We can have a seat together. Let's go.
I mean, she was calling them all type of bees and garden tools. So you can't tell me how to choose my words when it comes to you. And then you brought up my dead mother. Like for real, I go to hell with you too. Let's go. Because I don't know what this little girl think this is, but baby, this ain't Zeus Network. When you get on Bravo with them, you better be quick. You better know how to talk, and you better get your reads together. Because I'm telling you, this is not you get up and fight. And Dr. G, you better get your wife on a leash before somebody else hurt her.
Them knock ass knees.
Take care, baby.
Baby, that line has the girls gagged, don't it?
Baby.
Take care, baby.
That's all I got for it. Take care, baby. Because you're going to need it right on that stage, sweetie. Because when they get done eating you up, and you better hope you don't mess over Simone or Toya. Because I'm going to tell you, Toya's an Aries just like me. And one thing we will go to is hell with you. You play with Toya.
Well, you see what Simone said on Watch What Happens Live? She was like, because then when Andy asked her, how you feel about Sweet Tea calling y'all grandma? She was like, well, you married to your granddaddy. So I was like, it's going to start right there. I said, the friction going to start right there with them.
It don't take much for Simone to flip. So, girl, it's probably already too late with Simone. She probably
could lend her some of her damn teeth. And she got the baby teeth, and Simone got the big bunny rabbit teeth. And she kind of shaved some of hers off and kind of let Sweet Tea borrow some of that.
Good night, y'all. Good night. We done. we are.
I mean... I'm just saying.
Donating teeth now?
Because we so generous. Y'all done brought on the show. Give us something. But a you give it a battery and a pack. Give us something that
Right? Too
benefit her.
scary.
Toya turned on what her name was? Anila.
Right.
And she was
Anila,
with you.
Lisa Nicole Cloud, the
I forget about her. She so irrelevant to me.
Contessa. Do we
Oh
even need
yeah.
to keep going? Because
That's
Toya
true.
love to turn her back on
I forgot
somebody.
about that too. Yeah.
And then to be friends with somebody the next season,
Yeah.
i.e. Contessa. How all of a sudden y'all just but anyway.
The Chef Don Don Productions presents School of Love, honey. A new LGBTQ web reality series. To the big city of Dallas, Texas. If you are interested in dating SkoolBoi, make sure you get those applications in right now, just in time for school to be in session.
Child, the people don't have to look through the shades no more. They don't have to analyze the baby crying in the background. They don't got to analyze if it's a girl or if it's a boy, honey, because the people that came out and said that they had a baby. Shout out to Halle Bailey. I gotta make sure I don't say Halle Berry. Halle Bailey and DDG for they new baby. It's a boy, ain't it? A baby boy. Congratulations. But I got a question for y'all. What y'all gonna do about it now? Y'all gonna buy some pampers, some of that. Y'all gonna go over there and help her pump her titties. What we doing? What we doing? That's what I just want to know. The people
I
are so
will if she
invested, you would
asks
think
me.
that
We pumping titties? What do we do?
that what the people act like. The people act like they
Right.
want to pump her breast milk. They ain't so
I
concerned.
mean,
So I just
you
want
know,
to
I
know.
ain't got. I done told y'all, I don't give a damn. I'm happy they finally came out. Y'all finally seen Baby Halo. Congratulations on the baby boy. Can y'all go find y'all illegitimate baby father and get y'all child support cases together? He over there with her. If it don't work out later on, she can always put the ninja on child support and they can co-parent. I'm so tired of y'all worried about what's going on that ain't came out of your vagina. Worry about what's entering and exiting you and leave them alone. They didn't told y'all now what? Now you gonna drive? Well, she ain't the first Disney star that didn't had a baby, and she ain't gonna be the last. Y'all don't have all this smoke for the white ones. Cause she black and she with him. Okay.
I feel the same way. I could have cared either way. I don't like the fact that they tried to gaslight us at the beginning, but also it's just kind of like, girl, who gives a damn? We all knew she was over there riding a dick. We knew that. Like it
Right.
was not a surprise to anybody. So I'm just like, okay, she pregnant. What did he do? And we knew that she was covering up her belly the entire time. We knew she looked pregnant in the face. Like we knew. So congratulations. Shout out to y'all. And they probably married quiet as a kid. Who knows? You know. But let them people tunch in peace and have kids and pop kids out in peace. Like, girl, like we be too invested sometimes in these people's lives. But we don't know them. We don't know them from a campaign.
But wait, I'm glad you said something about they could possibly be married and we do not know because I was thinking that the way they done trolled y'all on this internet about the
Yeah,
baby,
I've been thinking
I
that for a
wouldn't be
while.
surprised if they married. I would not.
Mm-hmm. I've been thinking it for a while now. I'm like, they folks probably down there
And
married.
depending on where you can
Yep.
get married at, you can get them records sealed if you
Mm-hmm.
want to.
And I'm pretty sure they probably did all
Mhm.
the research to figure all that out.
Y'all
Yeah,
forget
I,
they
I, I, I do.
proteges of Beyonce. You forget they're proteges of Beyonce. Now, Beyonce is known of keeping the tight ship around there. You'll never hear nobody expose nothing round at the Carter residence. I'm just let that in y'all mind.
Breaking news, breaking news. Fucking Diva tells Tasha K to leave him the hell alone.
He should have left that. He should have stopped talking that bald headed ant. You know that good messy.
Well, see, she better stop playing with him because he do know her tea too. So Funky is choosing violence in 2024, and he done told y'all that. So y'all better leave him alone.
I knew when he put that wig back on. I said, yeah, he really is.
We're talking about this. Since we're talking about it, and it's a hot topic in the news, let's shift over to the Fox Soul Funky Diva situation. Because I really would like y'all opinion on how y'all feel about it. I feel like it wasn't even on the docket tonight, y'all, but we gonna add it tonight.
I like it. I like it.
How do y'all feel about this situation? Because
I was an avid watcher. Like, I watched the show when it first came out. Like, I didn't miss an episode. Like, I haven't missed an episode, so I watched it a lot. And when I first seen his live, when he said he wasn't gonna be on the show no more, and I was like, "No, what the hell?" So then when he explained, I'm like, "Okay, cool, I kind of get it, you know." And then I seen, you know, when the next episode with Claudia, and she was explaining, you know, what it was or whatever. And I had made up in my mind then, I'm not watching it no more. So now I want to know, because he said that Flame Monroe was on the phone with Al Reynolds, talking about that he basically was finna take Funky Diva and Flame Monroe kind of don't see eye to eye. According to Funky Diva, they don't have no beef, but he just don't fool with his kind. So apparently Al Reynolds was on the phone with Flame Monroe, was like basically saying that, you know, he gonna have his seat or whatever, and I'm just like, it's turned into something bigger than what it should have been, I believe. But I have seen the views, because I was watching the views. The views have dropped drastically from when Funky Diva was on there. So numbers don't lie. So it was good while it lasted, and I don't want to see Al Reynolds both pumped up face every week anyway.
I don't know. I don't really like Al. He reminds me of the Cowardly Lion from The Wiz. He just really gets on my nerves, you know?
Damn.
I just feel like if Funky left on his terms, like, you gotta understand somebody might take your place. And if you left on your terms for something better, why are you so upset? And then it's just like he didn't feel like he should give back the $100 and something damn microphone. That's some people property.
Wait a minute, I missed that part.
That got me. He did a whole post about it. He posted and deleted it.
If you on any job and they give you a cell phone, computer, whatever, that's some people damn property. Give it back to them. I don't care if it was $5. Give them people
that part. Oh my God. I didn't know that.
How you dragging them for $100 something microphone you should already have because you do YouTube videos?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Sure, please.
This everything breaking news
and
tonight.
I also agree with. Listen. We all got a petty side. We all can be extremely petty. But my thing is on your ish though. On your ish though, because what you did last night was you fooled the people. You did. And we're going to keep it all the way 100 because we saw the post. The post fed the people to go to his YouTube channel and listen to what he had to say. We can't say that. Claudia did her interview with Conscious TV on Sunday. And you got the people over there. It was smart. It was smart what you did. But I do feel like you should just own it. And then just move on. That's it with me. That's how I feel.
I thought it was gonna be that. I thought they was gonna amicably split, but shy.
I'm just here for the mess. I don't even
care. What? You know what?
Honestly and truly, I'm here for the mess
I
too.
had told you that I didn't think I didn't think the whole thing was about money. I don't think
I
that by
think
far.
somewhere in
And I
that
also think
conflict of
Claudia,
interest, something with Claudia and him have changed. And when whatever that happened in
been
that
changed.
relationship, it's dramatic, and I think that's another reason why I side out whether even he really even tried to negotiate the deal. And he could have just let it run. Unless Claudia had something with Fox Soul that she felt like because ain't she the executive producer? She could have pushed in and been like,
Yeah.
well, da da da. And he probably was like, you know what, y'all can go ahead and have it. Now I do understand Funky has a huge platform. Of course, I can cut out the middleman, not have to pay my agent their 10% for getting me this deal
And
and
do
let the
my
money
own.
just come to me directly. So what Google gonna take that portion, but I'm gonna have a fat check. Now at this point, he's trolling back and forth with them. Flame has said some problematic stuff that I don't agree with. And that's
Same.
really what the basis is.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really agree with how Flame Monroe speaks, and I do agree with Funky on that, where he does pander to heterosexual people, and I cannot get with his mentality and thinking. But I also understand that he is old school, he is from a different era, and he is from a different time, and they think differently. So I
That's
don't
true.
never charge it as a personal thing. But my thing is for Al, for your messy, bloated face looking self to sit over there and play between both sides, you's a messy ass stunt queen. And
Read
I
his
see you for
ass.
who you are. When you
Read him.
bring no substance to that show, because quiet as kept loud as this, I ain't never watched this shit, regardless of Funky being on there a lot. And I like Funky, but I can't get with you or Clawfoot. Can't do it.
Y'all know I don't do Clawfoot at all, honey. Because I peep you for how you move. And like I said as well, Clawfoot got a whole lot to do with these with a lot of stuff behind the scenes because Claudia has been with Fox Soul for a very long time. Even before all of this stuff was created, she was with Fox Soul. So she got pulled over there, and I don't care what nobody say. Claudia got pulled over there. So it's like I do see what Funky is saying about her throwing rocks and trying to hide her hands because I mean, you play those games. I mean, we seen you
He
do
said
it.
that about Claudia.
Yeah, like, well, he didn't put a name on it, but I feel like that's who he's talking about. Throwing rocks and hiding her hands because she did an interview on Sunday. And my assumption is that's like his response to her interview because she did bring him up a couple. Well, she brought him up, and I gotta be honest. I don't like Clawfoot, but in my opinion, it wasn't like she was like putting him down. Like
Yeah.
she wasn't doing that, but she was throwing her little, her little digs here and there, or whatever. So I do feel like that was for Claudia. I do.
But I also think he kind of sort of
Agent.
want them to kiss his ass. In my
I was
opinion.
gonna say that too, because I was gonna say they said a lot of times he
It ain't no
like,
job gonna do that. You
yeah,
leave, bye
Thank you.
bye.
he would be like, I don't need this, I don't gotta do this. They
Ain't no
say he
job
would
gonna
do that.
kiss your ass when there's tons of people out here on YouTube, outside of YouTube. I'm sorry to anybody that love Funky, but there's other Funkies out here.
So Fox Soul produces I think it's like a few shows. I think it's TGIF, it was Cocktails with Queens, it's it was that Tammy Mack show. Vivica A. Fox had a show on there, but overall, it's considered the Fox network. So they have even more shows that don't have Fox Soul as the title, if that makes sense. So it's under Fox, but their piece under Fox Soul, and that's why I say Claudia has pulled because she's literally the executive producer of every show on the Fox Soul end of
it. Well, I guess more to come. I'm pretty sure we'll probably be talking about this next week too.
I think it's slowly
No,
gonna
will, because
keep
I don't
going.
think it's gonna stop no time soon. And I
It's
said
gonna
that this
start
morning. They're
going
gonna
back
keep
because
making
now this is a
videos.
whole big issue. It's multiple people involved now. You got Flame involved. You got Tosh K involved. Now you got Funky. Then you got Claudia. This is a whole mess. Just keep your ears to the YouTube streets because it's a fool.
I mean, they outside.
Okay.
outside.
Outside. I'm here for it.
Oh, Kelly, oh, Kelly, oh, Kelly, oh, Kelly, oh, Kelly. Kelly left a interesting message responding to someone in her comments. Um, and I guess this was her clapback. Okay, it was her clapback to this particular person who mentioned something about her being a Sunday best judge and doing all this cussing and talking and saying she need to be delivered. Okay, that's what the people had told her. Well, I'm going to read to you guys the message that was left, okay, and we'll go from there. But she responds back to the person and she says, "Yes, Lord, deliver us from pastor hoes and pedophiles. Deliver us from self-righteous congregants who send their money to liars and pimps in plain sight. Then come deliver me. The nerve you have. I wasn't effing someone else's spouse fornicating, or I'm sorry. I was the only artist slash judge on Sunday Best that wasn't effing someone else's spouse, fornicating, or messing with kids and boys. But you have smoke for me. Get the F out of here. You ignorant church going, brain dead asshole. I'm a child of a preacher 3 generations, and I have no desire to be named among the gospel community. Wonder why? You don't, because you already know what it is and are content to being a part of the cover up that had been going on for generations. My advice is get off of my page now or prepare to have me tear you a new one every time you are stupid enough to come to my page with your self-righteous self. Now, if I could say this, there's a couple of things that's wrong with this. It's a couple of things that's wrong with this. First of all, it's Kelly for you, baby. It's Kelly for you, baby. Kelly, this was not the flex you thought it was, though. It was not. It was not the flex you thought it was. Because you said that the Sunday best judges, which was Erica Campbell, Jonathan McReynolds, you had Kirk there, and you had Kelly Price. But then you in this same statement, you said something about covering up some stuff, but you also said somebody was messing with some kids and some boys. This ain't the flex you thought it was, Kelly. I don't got nothing for you because I done dragged you the last 3 days. What y'all got to say about Kelly? It's ignorant to me. But what y'all got to say?
Kelly, you big wide back whale. Baby, that comment didn't warrant all of that. Nobody asked for that. You know what? I'm gonna just say we still looking for you, so that wasn't really you. I'm gonna say that was your sister that said that because that couldn't have been you because we still looking for you because we don't know where you at. Why the hell would you sit up there and say all of that to that one comment? First of all, I could have seen if it was a celebrity or somebody that was known that commented on your page, but you literally went completely in for no reason. Now, when the folks was down there looking for your big ass, you was all upset in their arms. And I mean the big arms. But you set up and did all of that. And then my thing is that everybody done caught a bullet. Now, if I was one of them judges that was on that show, I would have called Kelly Chicken Leg Rice. And I would have told her, look, what you not gonna do is involve me in this shenanigans. And I think that COVID that she had when they said she had COVID when she was missing, I think the COVID has still fucked up her mind. Cause baby, that just ain't no way. Cause I was just like, girl, why would you go in like this? And it's like, do you want to be in the news for saying this? It's giving you need some attention. Cause ain't nothing that's been going on with you, Miss Kelly. Like, girl, I hate to go in on you like that, and girl, but it was kind of like, there was no need for that. That was so unnecessary. So the things I said at the beginning of my statement, how big you are and all that stuff, that was unnecessary too. But you see how stuff shouldn't be said, and I said it anyway? That's the point I'm making. Why would you do that? Oh, Lord, she got me hungry.
Well, and just to give y'all a little bit more context, she actually went live. Okay. She went live and she had some things to say. And she just reiterated this thing. But she also said, too, if y'all want the story, if you want the tea, you got to pay for it. That's what she said.
See what I mean?
She's a fat face on lie. And that's all I got.
I come on, fat face on lie.
That's all I got to say about that. Because that was unnecessary.
Very.
And that's all I got. Well, somebody in the comments corrected me and said she a fat Kelly Price lie. But I mean, same person.
Right. Because they showed that fat ass Kelly.
Same thing. Lie.
I ain't even got nothing to say. Y'all take care, baby. Take care, baby. That's all I got.
Well, I got one more thing.
Cause Kelly, come on, Kelly. Come on, Kelly.
Kelly. And then she's trying to come out, I'm a pastor's child. First of all, you don't want to be associated with the gospel community. Then you have to tell people that you're a pastor's kid. And then you have to say that
3 generations, maybe.
What are you saying? What are you really saying? Because you're not saying nothing, and that's the problem. You literally did all of that for no reason. It was kind of like that. Just did, girl. Go eat. That's all I got. Go eat.
Mental health is real. Mental health is real.
It is. You so booked and busy. You shouldn't have had time to make that long ass paragraph.
Kelly been like this forever though.
Ain't nobody booking Kelly Price. Ain't nobody booking Kelly. Ain't nobody booking Kelly. Ain't nobody booking Kelly Price. That's why she.
What Kelly said is, if you don't know who she is, baby, look her up on Wikipedia. Out of all places in the world.
And then you got another place. Somebody you ain't a part of. You don't want to be a part of the gospel community, but on that video that was going around on social media, you trying to prophesy to that boy. Somebody did you? God said you need. Girl, you ain't even giving no word.
And the man didn't even ask for all that. The man asked for a hug in the picture, baby. You turn around and start prophesying.
You should go doing the most again. I said, girl, Kelly, you got swollen ankles in that motherfucking vein.
That you are working on something right now. And I feel success coming up behind it, but I also feel lots of opposition. There's some people that's in your circle that's telling you that they're your friends and they're talking against your future.
She looked as high as a giraffe's foot.
Baby, she hot and stuffed up in them clothes.
That's that new husband she with. You know that she got married while she was gone, baby. That's that new husband she with. She over there. Yeah.
He must got that toxic D, and they over there eating gummies and acting a fool. Kelly, you need to go lay on somebody's couch and heal yourself. You got a nasty ass spirit. You got a nasty ass spirit. So you sitting up here talking about you a PK kid. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
She's been showing up.
Don't go to that.
She been doing
it. Since RP Divas, we ain't forget.
Yeah. Did she have a song called Tired?
Yes.
And we are tired.
Since then.
I'm tired and she tired and through. Baby, there's just no way you gonna get on people's internet and act like this. And I hope whoever the fool, I hope nobody pay for that shit that she was talking about she finna get on there and say.
I know they is not trying to pull a
Robin and Giselle. Yeah, everybody paid for it because she sounded like she was high when she said it, honey. Sound like she was going through stuff. Girl, we don't care, honestly.
The blue contacts in.
But for the ones of y'all that thought that she ate, I don't understand.
Right. Like, she was eating a bag of Funyuns, a Snickers,
Whataburger,
a double cheeseburger.
Fries, baby, and make sure that extra crispy and got all the salt on it.
Mama ate now. Bam.
All that sounded good. Just all of that sounded good.
I'm hungry.
Denver's World Hair Care line, all natural hair and skincare line. We have amazing apple cider tea tree root rinse for dandruff, all natural with all natural ingredients, and most importantly, affordable for you, your spouse, and even the kids. We also have the amazing papaya body oil, and baby, it smells amazing. Don't forget to head over to denverworldhaircare.com. Use promo code WINNING for 20% off to see all the amazing goodies.
Well. Cat Williams took his short ass round there to Club Shay and shook the table, and all the uncles is out here upset, fighting and arguing. And the last person I saw say something was Bruce Big Ass. Talking about I would have moved furniture if he would have talked about me. Sir, the quickest thing you gonna move is your feet to that kitchen to get another plate of food. Sir, you ain't finna do nothing to Cat. If you don't sit down, I like you, Bruce, but your big ass need to mind your business. It didn't have nothing to do with you. You could have made you another plate and sat down. Learn to eat your food in peace, sir. Now, what y'all think about Cat? Because I was thoroughly entertained by everything that Cat said.
I was as well. I feel like it was just so much. Like, I've been watching the interview since it came out because it's so long I ain't finished it yet. So yeah, all the information I'm getting is from clips I've been seeing online, and then I start the interview up again. I'll probably finish it in mid-February because it's so long. But I will say Cat Williams, I mean, the people that done came out, they ain't really denied what he's been saying. So it leads me to believe that he ain't lying. And, you know, a part of me do feel like it can come off as hating a little bit, but also I was watching something where it was old clips of different clips of them being on Shannon Sharp's show or other shows, Breakfast Club and other shows where they did like say something about Cat Williams. So I do get why he addressed a lot of things. So at first I was kind of like, damn, okay, it kind of seems like you salty. But then I started like, of course, you know, the internet is undefeated. They're going to find out old clips and stuff. And so I was like, oh shit, well, I mean, I can't be mad at him for, you know, taking up his character. So I'm just like, you doing your big one. Steve Harvey in that wig, no, he should be ashamed of himself for stealing jokes. Because the man had a whole wig on. And I was zooming in on one of them pictures I seen with his fro, and I did see some black glue. You know. But I seen some black glue. So I just want to know.
Wait. What you saw? What that was you said you saw one more time.
Some black glue.
Everybody get close. Everybody get close and make sure y'all heard it right. What you say?
Black glue on their wig. I zoomed in. You better just zoom it. Thing is powerful.
I like the interview. I saw it like 3 times. I found this so entertaining, and I have a problem with like Kevin Hart or Steve Harvey or Cedric the Entertainer, but if you stealing from people, Cat has a right to tell his truth, tell his side of the story. If you stealing from me, they ain't gonna get on Club Shay and start shaking your ass, telling lies about me. I have every right to defend myself. And some people are saying, oh, he's a hater, he's on drugs. It's like, why all of a sudden when people decide to finally tell a truth, they gotta be on drugs? No. I wasn't on drugs when you did me dirty, and I ain't on drugs now when I'm telling the truth.
That part.
So.
Well, if you ask me what I think about the interview, I wish I was damn Shannon Sharp, baby, because I'd love to see what that check looked like for 39 million views. Okay, that's all I care about. The rest of the stuff, it don't even matter.
I know the nasty one.
That Google AdSense check gonna bless Shannon Sharp. I know you got some money already, sir, but you better get real blessed. That's all I care about. No, I thought the interview was good. It was very interesting. I'm like Chase. It took me a couple times to watch it because I couldn't focus to stay finished. But I agree. A lot of people, I don't think he was hating. I think it's just it comes along with the game, and I think the uncles know that. Like it come along with the game. We done seen everybody do it. That sit down and have an interview. It just is what it is. I enjoyed it. I think Cat Williams is hilarious. When he ain't even trying to be. So I enjoyed the interview. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Shannon Sharp, I need you to be in my chat to give a super chat. Okay, that's what you need to do. 39 million though, y'all. That's
wow.
He has no other, like he has not interviewed any. Steve Harvey is the only other person that has gotten like millions of views, and he only got 9.
I seen when the numbers were going because I seen the interview when it first had. Y'all had been out maybe a couple of hours, and it was like the numbers was already big then. It wasn't at the millions yet, but it was already like a lot of. I was like, dang. And once it started getting on social media, I had went back probably like later that day, and it was already in the millions. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
People enjoy that. Shannon, you know what you was doing when you booked that? When your people booked Cat Williams, baby, you knew what you was doing. I ain't mad at you. I just want a piece of that check. All right, y'all. So listen, we do have a segment where we talk about breaking news. And I feel like this is breaking news because number one, we really ain't really know much about this, but there was 215 bodies found behind a Mississippi jail. So the
The gruesome discovery of 215 bodies buried in unmarked graves behind a jail outside of Jackson, Mississippi, has left a community in disbelief. The families are angry their loved ones were buried in so-called paupers' graves, marked by just a metal rod and a number, and families were never notified of their deaths. The startling revelation came months after the mother of 37-year-old Dexter Wade filed a missing persons report last March. It wasn't until August when Betterson Wade learned her son had been hit by a police car and killed, then buried in that same cemetery. For more about this case and the without your knowledge, give us a sense of what they told you over those many months and what those months were like for you, not knowing where your son was.
Well, it was devastating to me because I didn't know where he were. And then I was calling them. They didn't have no information to let me know, have they, found any information. All the, details that I gave them for leads, they never came back to me to say, well, that lead led to something that we can work with. And I just couldn't believe that he had disappeared off the face of earth and nobody knows where he at. And it was just horrible for me. And every day I wake up, I just look, just looking for him, just out in the streets looking for him. And I mean, that's heartbreaking for a mother. And can't say hello, don't know how to get in touch with him. That is a horrible thing for a mother.
Mr. Crump, after it was discovered that Dexter had been killed, that he had been buried in this grave, his body was exhumed in November. There was an autopsy conducted. He was given a proper burial. But I also understand a wallet was found in his front pocket with his ID, his home address, his insurance card. What's the explanation officials give for why no one was notified he had been killed and buried?
There really is no explanation that they have offered. They claimed that they tried to reach out to Miss Betterson, and you should know that Miss Betterson is the named plaintiff in a lawsuit against the Jackson Police Department because they killed.
And I didn't even get a last chance to say anything to my child, or either I didn't even get a last chance to just say, baby, I love you. Just to look down on them and say, baby, I love you. They haven't even came and called me and said, Miss Wade, could you come down and we explain to you what happened? I mean, I haven't even got a word. And so how do that feel? That makes you feel like they are guilty. They are guilty of a crime because they can't tell you what happened.
Ms. Wade, do I understand correctly that the mayor, no one from the police department has reached out to you to explain what happened to your son?
No, no one have reached out to me to say, explain it, to explain what happened to my son. But I did at least have city supervisors, the board supervisors to say, that they hated what happened to me. But I haven't had said anything. Nobody from JPD, Jackson Police Department, have came to me and acknowledged me.
With this discovery of 215 bodies in that cemetery, what do we know about those bodies?
We know based on the records from the coroner's office that since 2016, in the last 8 years, we can identify 215 individuals that were buried behind that jail, and their families have not been notified. Furthermore, Mr. Wade was number 672. That means there are 671 other people buried behind that jail, marked with only a number.
So the families are extremely outraged because, of course, if they buried behind the jail, they did not tell the families of their passing. And I think that is crazy. 215 bodies. We're not talking about 15 bodies. We're not talking about one body. We're talking about 215 bodies. Okay. And we already know Mississippi is like one of them states where I forget what they call them, but it's kind of how like the South of Texas is. You don't want to be caught in them small cities, child, because they don't tell them what happened to you. So, the old folks used to tell you drive in the daytime, don't
Oh,
drive
the
at night.
sundown,
Huh?
sundown town, right?
Sundown towns. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll just read a little bit of this, but it says some 215 bodies were found in a cemetery behind a prison in Hinds County, Mississippi. Now, the grave site is intended for people who have no known families. So y'all know when somebody passes away, they tell y'all to come claim the body. If you don't come claim the body, they just dump them, unfortunately, in like where all the people get buried at. That's what they do. I don't know if y'all knew that, but that's what they do.
Where?
Yeah.
So they have like a cemetery where bodies are buried. Like if families or something don't claim you, they bury them all in this one spot.
I didn't know that. I thought they burned them up.
In some states they do, but in most states, because it's cheaper to just keep your body as it is, to just toss it or whatever. So this is what that cemetery is like meant for. It's meant for that and not meant for them hiding these 215 bodies and not telling these families that they family members have been deceased because they in jail.
That's wild.
To me, it's crazy. I don't care for Ben Crump, but Ben Crump is representing the majority of the families. At least as of right now, he's representing 5 of the families of the bodies that were buried in the cemetery without the knowledge, of course, of their families. So that's pretty much it. The families just want justice. Like, why are y'all still able to do this? Why, like, this ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And just think about it. Folks go to jail all the time for stuff that they don't even really do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just to think about that to me is just really crazy. But how y'all feel about that?
I it's really sad. I say sue the city. I mean, you can't get your loved one back, obviously, but I say sue the pants off the city. I also say, like, I mean, I know you were saying people in jail, but I question, are there other people that was missing in the neighborhood also back there? I question that too. I would side out that too.
That's a good question.
You
It's a good
know,
question. According to the article, it doesn't say that, but that is a good
I mean,
question.
you never know.
That's a
That's
good question.
crazy. That's super crazy. I don't know, man. That's Mississippi. They say I don't fool with Mississippi, baby, because that's where they still be lynching people at and all that. And
Mississippi, Alabama.
yeah, I don't really fool with. I hate that for the families. I hope, like you said, I hope they sue or get something. They need some type of something because I can imagine. That's crazy.
So really quick, before SkoolBoi gives his thoughts, I'm gonna just read this really quick. So it says Wade. Wade is one of the people that they found. He was hit and killed by a police vehicle. Although the victim had an identification, Wade's family was not notified of his death. That's crazy.
So basically, anytime something happened, y'all threw any and everybody body back there. It's
Right.
people
That's what I
probably
was
that died in the prison that's probably back there. It's probably people that, like, just in case in that scenario, got hit or something like that. Somebody want to cover up their dirt, they throw them back there because ain't nobody know about it. And it seems like they might want to investigate that entire precinct or that entire jail and the whole intake system, and it's probably going to end up being a federal lawsuit of big proportions. And I know the money can't bring the family members back, it's not going to give the answers that they need. But hell, what is going on? See, this is no shade, no shade. This is why I don't fool la la in Louisiana. This is why I don't go towards Alabama. This is why I don't go towards Mississippi. And there's parts of Texas that are sundown cities that they will tell you do not drive through them. And they even the white folks will tell you not to drive through, that they don't even feel safe enough to drive
That's
through. So I
crazy.
mean, this is crazy. I hope that the families get justice, but this is wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally in 2024, they still tell y'all not to drive through certain parts of Texas.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That is
So I'm
wild.
I'm from West Texas, and there's actually a place that's probably about I would say it's probably about maybe 12 minutes outside of the city, and like that's how crazy it is. Like also too, like also where I'm at, it's like open fields. West Texas is like the country, so it's like a lot of open fields. It's like where buildings aren't located or whatever. So like I do know that they had like a shelter for CPS like out in the same area. They had to shut that whole thing down because of how things were happening out that it's just like they couldn't figure out what it was. So it is still real. It's
Well, and then
still
they
real.
have those. We have a lot of rural towns in Texas too. So a lot of little
Absolutely.
small towns. They have their own rules. So if you go through there and you speed and they pull you up, they can pull you up for speeding 2 miles over the speed limit, and who knows what's to happen after that. Like
Yeah.
so, it happens a lot. That's why maybe I don't try to drive. Like I go to East Texas where I'm from, and I still be safe going there because it's one little small town between there that they real racist, but they have their own rules, so they can kind of, you just got to be careful.
There's
Yeah.
plenty of cities
It
like that in Texas, and the people don't think that this stuff still happens in the South. It still very much so does.
Yes.
So you have to be careful and be vigilant about the places that you're going. I don't even care. I mean, I've been racially profiled a couple times here in Texas, and it wasn't even in no small town. This was me
Right.
just in areas
that didn't
in
happen
the
to me yet.
suburbs because they
Yeah.
feel like we don't have the money to be in those areas, and yet there is a lot of us that are in those areas, but it's not accepting. So,
Hmm.
you just got to be aware, stay cautious, stay vigilant, and know exactly where you're going and get to where you're getting to, but
I'm
go and
back.
make sure you got enough gas to get you through that town. Do not stop.
Okay, I just want to say this and then I'm done with this. There was a story that I covered when I first started my YouTube channel where there was this young man who his family didn't know what happened to him. He was working 20 miles outside of his actual hometown where he was from. He said that some men that he worked with was following him like around the town in a white truck because he was staying at a hotel while he was working on this location. One day he went to the Dollar Tree. He was on the phone with his mom. He also went to the police station. And when he went to the police station, that was the last time his mom ever talked to him or
Wow.
seen him again. And they found his body in the forest or woods or whatever, severed. So it's crazy. It is so crazy how this stuff works. But yeah, we got to be careful. And I always tell people, listen, we all grown. And I don't care if you going to see your little dip, whatever. I don't care. Like someone needs to know your location,
That part.
especially if you are traveling far place. Like someone needs to know your location. Like my sister know where I'm at every moment. Like again, I know we sometimes we have a hard time trusting people, but listen, we got to find at least that one person that we don't mind giving our location to, because you never know what's bound to pop out. So anyway, hopefully that tip helped y'all. Okay, listen, y'all. So I was minding my business around there on the Instagram and Twitter because I saw it over there too. And honey child, I saw where this young woman took to her Instagram to share that a boy attended the same college with her allegedly, knowingly affected her with HIV and AIDS. And she says, "Hi, my name is Rachel. I attended St. Augustine in Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh. I met Jonathan roughly around October. I was a virgin, which means that he took my virginity. Him and me and him had unprotected sex, and I found out that I am HIV positive." She then says, "With and full blown AIDS. I told him about it and he just blocked me. He admitted to giving it to me, but I feel like there needs to be serious consequences. He gave me AIDS and I need everyone to be aware of him. It's a shame that I had to be the example." Okay. She also provides text messages, which I will provide for you all on the screen. But in these text messages, she's letting him know, allegedly he sent messages back stating that he's been affected for 7 months. He found out 7 months ago and didn't tell her. But y'all, that ain't the kicker part of the story. The kicker part of the story is the people is saying that she is lying. They're saying that she created these messages. And she also on a video recording, which I will also play again, where she was on the phone with her friend and told her friend that she lied about the whole thing. And the friend reported her. So, how y'all feel about this situation? Try to ruin that man life.
I did see where somebody come in and was like they said allegedly she was lying and that she liked the boy but he rejected her. It was, some stuff like that. And that's why she started this whole lie in room. I just feel like I think I said another time on this show before, I don't trust none of the internet be saying. Like everything the people play too much, everything is for clicks and likes. So I'm not saying it's because it could be true and God forbid it's true and he did that. But you would already file a police report because they can consider that as, trying to basically kill somebody. So you would already did all of that, but you on the internet talking about it. Like, that's why I just be like, it'd be hard for me to take certain stuff serious when it probably should be serious. But it's just like, please don't get on here. We just found out the girl. What was that last year when the girl had said she was kidnapped and she was down the street because she was mad at the nigga she was trying to talk to? Like, please don't let this be another situation. We don't have time for that, okay? That's why at the beginning of the show, I said, don't come to me with the bullshit. This better not be the bullshit I'm talking about right here. Please don't let this be the BS, because I don't want the most stunts. I don't got time. Please, Lord, please. I don't want it to be true either, because I don't want her to have HIV or whatever. But I also don't want this to be a big ass hoax and a big game.
Yeah, agreed. I agree. SkoolBoi, how you feel about it?
No shade. Why are y'all playing like this? I had an uncle that
Right.
died of HIV and AIDS. This is not a joke. In no
Right.
way, shape, or form is it a game. No way, shape, or
Right.
form is that you should be getting on the internet making up shit for clicks, likes, and views. We live in a really disgusting society. Ain't nobody got no morals. Ain't nobody got no moral compass no more. And just because somebody don't want you, it is not okay to say a man gave you HIV or AIDS or that a man is gay, lying on any man because they don't want you, and vice versa, men with women. There is no point in time just because someone rejects you that you should be out here doing stuff like this. Now, 9 times out of 10, if he wants to, he can go ahead and press charges against her. The state can go ahead and press charges against her because guess what? It's all over the internet and it's proof that you lied and you did this for a joke. This is not funny. This is not okay, especially when black women are the leading people that are receiving HIV and AIDS every single day. And this is the game that you want to play. This is not okay.
Let me give y'all an update on this situation. So this was posted actually 4 minutes ago, and it's literally a video of him going live showing that his test result came back that he does not even have HIV or AIDS.
So you dog ass face bitch. Not just playing. Why would she do? She needs to go to jail.
And I totally agree with you on that because I was just about to say I feel like if it's a crime for you to go around here doing that type of stuff,
Yeah.
it should be a crime when you lie. And it should be a crime when you're
magnitude.
literally trying to ruin someone else's life. Like, that's not cool to do in any form. I'm with SkoolBoi. I have an aunt that deals with that, and like, it's not nothing to like, yo, I don't even know what to say. Like, we gotta go that low, bro, to get attention, to get a click, to get a view. That's crazy to me. It is absolutely crazy to me, but we live in a sick world like that.
It's attention. Everybody attention seeking. Everybody want attention.
And this shouldn't be the way you want to get it.
Some people will do anything to go viral, and it's sad. It's really
Well,
sad.
one thing I do know is the internet is wearing her ass out. And what I do pray is that the police wear her ass out. And I'm not talking about in no physical way. I'm talking about with charges and all of that kind of stuff. Because you need
some type of charge or something, 6 months in jail, year, something. Like, because you, especially that type of stuff, like, because you could have ruined this boy life because they take that serious. Like, I forgot what the exact legal name for it, but when you knowingly spread HIV, that's like attempted
it's a
murder.
crime.
Yeah.
It's a crime.
It's a crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, you can't be putting that on somebody.
Y'all playing like this though, doing shit like this on the internet. What's gonna happen is these laws gonna be enacted in these states. They're gonna stop playing with y'all because a lot of them they're seeing what other states are having problems with, and they say we ain't having that over here. Stop playing and lying with people's lives because at the end of the day, you don't know. Somebody might not be wrapped too tight and come and get you because you done did that to them.
That part.
Folks ain't wrapped too tight if y'all ain't checked lately. The mentally folks been gone since COVID hit. Stop playing with people.
Y'all see Kelly Price?
Kelly the Sherelle Price. But not it's all seriousness, like, bro, y'all gotta chill. Y'all really do. Y'all gotta chill. Like, this ain't it. This ain't it.
It's only gonna get worse though. We ain't this so much.
Yeah,
it's just gonna
get
right. Lord,
it is going to get worse. I just feel like, again, we just it anyway, I'll provide the messages for you guys to see, and I will also provide the video in which he came out and stated that he was not infected at all. But listen, so this was episode 8, honey. You never know what you're gonna get from us. That's what I like about it. You never know what you're gonna get from us. So not drinking the water.
So this was so much fun. You guys could actually follow me on IG, official Shaylaset, right here on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel where I do music, comedy, reviews. I do it all. You can also check out my website, denverworldhaircare.com, and all that amazing stuff. I'm also on Mama's Cooking podcast on YouTube and Instagram.
Come on, podcast. Come on, singing. You doing it all. I'm here for it. So y'all make sure y'all follow Shaylaset on all social media platforms, including YouTube, and show some love on them videos. Hit the like and subscribe. All right. Chase, what we got going on? What we got going on?
So y'all, I promise y'all, I'm gonna start this YouTube channel, but I need some help. So if you know anybody who know how to set up equipment, technical stuff,
don't do that.
Holla at me.
I got you, friend.
Because my friend won't help me over here. I don't know what's going on. He know I don't know nothing about that. I'm just a talent, okay? I don't know nothing about. I literally got equipment over here that I need to set up. So once I get that set up, I promise y'all I'm coming with YouTube stuff. I'm gonna be more active on YouTube. But as far as like music, like right now I'm signed to an entertainment company, so like they fly me out to go sing at like different events, paid. So I'm gonna be. That's really filling up my schedule like super fast because I need to stay busy and make all the extra money I can. So I'm going to be doing that, and hopefully you see some more things from me as far as like fashion world. I got some things happening with that. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay busy. 2024 is the year to do everything I said I was going to do. So just look out for me. Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram, of course, at Forever Chase Cat. The number 4 Ever Chase Cat.
Period. SkoolBoi, what you got going on? What you got coming up, child? What's going on? What's going on with you?
I mean, I got a little yang around the house. Supposedly I got a reality web dating series, for called School of Love, So y'all be getting in my business a little bit, Of course, I'll be in front of the camera, but then y'all get to get into my personal life and me dating. All I can say is please don't scare the women off by going over to the damn page and stalking them. Some of y'all is crazy that follow me. I love y'all, but you're crazy. Some of y'all is crazy. Also, y'all can follow me on Twitter, where I spend most of my time at school_boy. You can also find me on Instagram at school_boy_2021. And I'm on TikTok and Facebook. Just hit the link in my bio in one of them apparatuses or one of them pages that you want. And of course I do my YouTube thing at SkoolBoi86. So if y'all come around over there, I do the reviews and all that. I got a couple of ideas that I'm shaking around of some segments. So y'all see some cool stuff from me this year. 2024. All SkoolBoi, all the time.
Baby, I'm waiting on that story time. That's what I'm waiting on.
You waiting on a story time? I gotta do one this week. I gotta do y'all one.
I'm here for the story time, baby. I'm here for the story time. Well, first of all, shit, I have so much going on. It is so crazy. However, of course, I'm producing School of Love, so that will be coming this spring. So make sure you guys are tuned in and tapped in for that. Of course, Hotline Bling Chat Room every Friday here. Now, what I do know is about Hotline Bling Chat Room, we have 2 more episodes left after this one, and then season 2. We'll start doing things for season 2. I'm pretty excited about that. That actually is set to premiere in late February, so we'll have a couple weeks off to just kind of relax, do what we need to do personally, and then we'll tap right back into season 2. Hopefully this thing can just keep going, and because I enjoy it. I enjoy the cast. Okay, I enjoy the cast. I feel like we bring something, and I enjoy it. So I have that. I also have a documentary coming up. I'm super excited about that. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and so that should be dropping in, I think it has a release date of March. Okay. But yeah, I think that's really it. Just trying to stay focused and get stuff done for the production company. But listen, I do want to say this: if you guys have a Black-owned business or any type of YouTube channel that you would like advertised during Hotline Bling or during School of Love, make sure you send us an email at admin.tcddproductions.com, and that is productions with a Z, so that we can definitely advertise your business throughout the airing of the show. But I think that's all I have. And y'all know where y'all can find me. Chef Don every damn thing, honey. But
I'm
anyway, y'all.
hydrating.
So what'd you say?
I'm hydrating.
Come on, hydrate. You're supposed to drink your water and mind your business, ain't it?
Sure is. Keeps your skin clear.
Period. Okay, listen, y'all. No, again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow everybody that you're supposed to on the cast as you're supposed to do. All right. But with that being said, we appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Have a good Friday, girl. And don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Bye.